Spring is prime birdwatching time, and we're with one of the area's prime bird watchers, Jason, the bird nerd St. Savier, out at Spring Creek Prairie Audubon this morning. Join us for this birding episode of Naturally Nebraska. Jason, I'm interested in how you became nuts about birds.
Grandma Peglow loved birds. She was the first person that noticed I was really liking them and got me my first sort of golden field guide, right? It probably had only 26 birds in it. A bird came to the feeder. I didn't know exactly what it was, and instead of telling me, she asked me to look at my book. And I found it myself, and it was a dark-eyed junco. I've always been an outdoor kid as well, so you couldn't get me in the house if it was nice weather, or even if it was bad weather. So I think all of those things made birding a real kind of obvious thing for me to like jump into and go even past, right, almost to the obsessive. So behind us is a Eurasian collared dove. They sound a little like a mourning dove, but that lake's been smoking for too long. And right over here we've got a male cardinal. See if I can get him to sing back. Lots of great RedWinged Blackbird song right now. That kunkalary. It's a really good place right here for RedWinged Blackbirds because we've got all this cattail right below us, and the female will nest there. Most of the females aren't back yet, so they don't always travel together, which surprises folks. Many bird species, the males will arrive way earlier to do that, to set up, find a good spot where they know there's enough resources. They'll sing and call and kind of stake out a territory, and then when they come back, the females will choose one, or, that's the old thinking, they'll usually choose several males. And he won't know that. One of them won't know that she's mated with several. But that's sort of that whole idea of hedging your bets. Like you want the most healthy egg. And instead of just picking one, if you pick several, at least one of those eggs should be the most healthy. You have a better chance of.
Smart.
Oh yeah, there's a meadowlark on top of the hill. On that little shrub.
Uh-huh.
So eastern meadowlarks say in the spring of the year, kind of goes down like that. Westerns, it starts low and goes up and down. Cranes, unlike all the other birds they look like, herons, egrets, cranes do not have that back toe, so they cannot perch in a tree.
Oh.
Whereas herons, egrets, they all at night will go roost in a tree and then leave to go eat in water, etc. So cranes have to roost or stay together on the ground. If you do that in the middle of a field, coyote, other predators can sneak right up on you. If you stand in the river, which they can with their reptilian, like the scales on their feet that don't get as cold, if you stand in the river, splash, splash, splash if anybody's coming after you. So that is how they've evolved over the thousands of years to need the plat. They stop in it, it's shallow, and they can stay safe and then go and eat. Yep, no back toe.